Does Robin matter? Hey everybody and welcome back. This week we see the release of the Lego Batman movie. I've heard amazing things. It looks like a blast. But the thing that stood out to me when the earliest trailers dropped was how much it focused on Robin and Batman's relationship with Robin. And honestly, I was thrilled by that because Robin is one of my favorite aspects of the Batman mythos, and I think actually one of the most important aspects. Growing up especially, Robin got so much shade as being lame and goofy, and Batman would just be so much better without him. But I don't think that's true. In fact, I don't think Batman would be nearly as popular without Robin. Batman is super cool, no doubt, but he's not terribly accessible, especially with all the brooding and being a billionaire. There's not really a lot to latch on to the guy and go, hey, I'm like that, except for the fact that he can't punch buildings to the ground like Superman. Robin makes Batman more accessible, especially to kids, and that's not something to be underestimated because the true gateway to loving superheroes is when you're a kid. You never hear a story of a guy like, yeah, I just wandered into a comic shop when I was 35 and I saw these superheroes for the first time. I was like, hey, let's check this out. No, for the most part, we were all introduced one way or another when we were young. And Robin allows for a young person to look at Batman and see a way that they could travel with him, join with him, be a part of his adventures. In fact, that was Robin's express purpose when he was introduced into the Batman comics in the 1940s, as a way for young people to see themselves with Batman and make him more, you guessed it, accessible. Before that, he was a scary pulp hero that was like shooting people. Adding a young character to make an adult character or group of adult characters more accessible was a trick that was also tried with the Super Friends cartoon with characters like Wendy and Marvin and the Wonder Twins. But what makes Robin so successful is that he's capable. Most incarnations are almost as skilled as Batman is, especially after they've graduated from the Robin mantle, in the cases of Nightwing or Red Hood. So basically, Robin is Batman without the crippling torment, and that's very appealing. Robin allowed for a more fun aspect to the character, and it's important not to forget that a lot of the success of the character are the fun parts. I mean, he's a man dressed as a giant bat. Without the ability to acknowledge that Batman, yes, indeed, is fun, you wouldn't have had the amazing success that was the Batman TV show in 1966, and now something like the Lego Batman. The introduction of Robin and the fun he provides allows the Batman mythos to be a lot more flexible. Now it's something that you can literally do almost anything with, tell any type of story in any type of genre, and it still works. Robin is one more piece of that Batman mythos that makes it so durable. That light-dark dynamic within Batman stories, I think, is a big part of why the character has been so successful, and I think it's best exemplified in his relationship with Robin. So before you throw Robin under the bus as a lame or unimportant part of the Batman mythos, he is just as integral and just as integrated and just as foundational as any other part. Like I said, Robin was introduced a year after Batman was, so he's just as integral to that mythos as anybody like Joker or Catwoman. In fact, he was introduced before Alfred was. We've had a Robin almost as long as we've had a Batman. I personally find Robin more appealing than Batman, probably because he is more accessible. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Lego Batman movie, your thoughts on Robin, and if you're a Robin fan, what are some of your favorite Robin comics or moments? But before you go, I'd like to update you on my comic Chaos Theory Zombies vs. Dinosaurs. As of this recording, we are getting close to 80%, and we're not even finished with our second week yet. That is amazing. I am so overwhelmed by the response of you guys. You've been so supportive into giving this project to help me make this comic happen, because it wouldn't be able to happen without this campaign. So since we're getting close to my original funding goal, I've started cooking up ideas for some stretch goals that I really think you guys are going to enjoy. But I'm also going to be adding new perk packages soon, so stay tuned for that. You can learn more about the comic at chaostheorycomic.com, and no matter what perk tier you choose, you will be getting a copy of the comic, either a digital copy or a signed copy by me. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that yet, please check it out. Chaos Theory Zombies vs. Dinosaurs is the craziest comic of 2017, and I want the opportunity to get into your hands, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So be sure to go to chaostheorycomic.com and take a look at that. And as always, do not forget to check out my podcast with Sam Bashor, Only Stupid Answers. We drop new episodes every Monday on Audio Boom, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play Music, and many more platforms. That's it for me today. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time.